Hello and welcome to Taekwondo Training. I'll be your instructor for today's show, Bob Lemire. I got a two-part series today I'm going to be working on. First part, we're going to do form, pumse, kata, whatever they want to call it, or whatever we call it, in whatever style you're into. And then the second part, we'll do 15 minutes each. Second part, we're going to work on how we can relieve the pressure in our knees and any of the pain that we might have, how we can do our own massages and therapy. Tarek Iljan, been on the show before, been doing the show whether here or Pelham for 33 years, so I know I've done it a couple times, but it's good to refresh. What I'd like to start doing is do maybe one pumse at a higher level each time, because each level or rank has their own pumse. So you have to learn it before you can go to that level. So this is Tarek Iljan. You come in as a white belt, we start training you with that for your next belt. Very, very basic, just a couple of low blocks punch and then a front snap kick. You can't get any easier, especially if you've been training, all right? I'm going to show you how to do it kind of slow, break it down. Then at the end, I'm going to do a slow motion with high tension. Great workout if you do this. All right, good to have a mirror if you can have a mirror or a friend or someone video so you can see your technique. Take Iljan. All right, from here, feet parallel, ready stance, beat, which means ready, all right? From here, we're going to cross, tight fist, cross, in a walking stance, low section block, all right? Low section block. So from here, low section block. Then we're going to extend, all right? Step, midsection punch. All right, easy enough. We're going to go 180 degrees, turn, low section block again with our right, in a right walking stance. Extend, okay? Step, midsection punch. That's easy enough. We're going to step across again. Now notice as I cross up here, then I low section block, all right? Extend, punch. This one's in a forward stance, and that's a little longer. Fighting stance will be here. Walking stance will be here. Forward stance will be here. So we're going to low section block and punch. From here, we're going to extend our arm to the back, bring this a hand up here, all right? We're going to do a inner block with our outer forearm. Here's our outer forearm. It's going to be inner block, inward, all right? This is outward. This will be inward towards your body. So from here, we're going to extend, take a step this way, and block, okay? Take another step, midsection punch. Easy enough. That's very easy. 180 again. Extend. See how I extend? In a block, in a walking stance. Step, midsection punch. Very easy. Step to the front, low section in a good forward stance, and punch. All right? Forward stance is a little longer. It's shoulder width apart still. Back leg kind of straight, and the front leg bent. You're right in the middle. 50% of your weight is right on each leg. All right? From here, 90 degrees, extend, high section block. All right, here's your outer forearm. You're blocking this way. You're not blocking this way. You're not blocking that way. It's right here to block your head. All right? You don't have to go any farther. All right? High section block. Now, a front snap kick with our back leg. Front snap. Punch, midsection. Turn, 180, same thing. High section block. All right, see how my hand's way back here, nice tight fist. All right, front snap, extend, punch. All right, and that's a walking stance, not a fighting, forward stance. To the back, cross, low section block. Okay, low section block. 8. That's it. So when we do that exercise, or that pumse, take your time, start in the mirror, okay? Start in the mirror, and break it down, all right? Low section block, if you stayed in a walking stance or a forward stance, low section block is here in front and down, and down. Look at how I have a hip jog. Here, up, hip jog, right? Here, hip jog. Once you extend, all right, like the fist is already out, okay, once you extend, punch as you walk. So as you step, punch, and you're trying to get some hip jog into that punch. In the beginning, don't worry about the hip jog. In the beginning, just get the motion down, okay? And as you start memorizing it, once you get the motion down, then you start putting the power in. So it's a little memorization, but break it down. Ready? Beginning again. 1. And you're going to see me looking at the camera. I should be looking forward, all right, at where I'm attacking all the time. So me looking at the camera to talk to you is different, and we shouldn't do it. But 2, all right, then down, cross, down, right, and 2, right, midsection punch. High section's up here, midsection's to your solar plex. Now, forward stance with a low section block. And punch. How's that? Extend. High section, not high section, inner block. All right, inner block. See it right here. All right, inner block. Extend, step and punch. Turn. See how I'm extending my arm so that I can get maximum twist. Punch. Okay. Now step a little longer, low section, and punch. Cross. This is high section. High section. All right. High section. All right. Front snap, punch. Extend and punch. All right. Turn, high section block. Front snap and punch. All right. Now going to the back, low section block. And eight. That's fairly easy. The next one after that is not that hard either. You just add a couple of different little moves. And what you do is work on them, and they're easy to do. And they're easy to do if you're not putting power. Once you put power and really work on those blocks, you're going to feel your arms. These type of workouts work out every part of your body. It's beautiful. I love it. Now, low section. Now, we can do this, Pumse, and I like to do stuff like this with high tension and slow motion so that it really works your body. And what you're doing is tensing every motion of your body. So it's very slow. This is not how we do them in the school, but this is what I like to do for an extra workout and still try to memorize the Pumses as you do them. There's so many of them that you can get lost if you don't do them all the time. So you got to take your time, enjoy them, and get as much out of them as you can. From this position, Teo Giljan, slow motion, I'm going to do it with high tension on my body, which means as slow as I can do it, but I'm tightening everything. I'm trying to tighten my feet, my shoulders, every part of the muscles that I can think of, tighten up. When you're done with this Pumse after doing that, it's going to be phenomenal how exhausted and sore you can get if you do this, if you're not used to it either. So don't go too crazy. I don't want you to be too sore and not be able to move the next day. All right, from here, here, down. And I'm trying to tighten. I'm trying to think of my calves, my hamstrings, my arms, my shoulders, my back. Everything's tightening, and I'm concentrating. All right? Turn, low section. Low section, as hard as, there you go. And even now, I'm starting to hurt because the stronger you get, the more power you're going to put, and the more power you try to go harder and stronger. So you can always get a workout, right? tight as you can. Now, as you're doing these different blocks, you're using different muscles in your arms and your shoulders. Front snap. Front snap might be hard to do slow. Wait! Yeah. You can feel it, especially you can feel it on your shoulders because that's where you're tightening. You want to try to get, on that type of exercise, you want to try to get your legs to tighten as you're doing it. It's a little harder because you got to concentrate. But if you can get your brain to work that way for you and to think, all right, get these muscles working down there, then you're getting your brain and your body working as one unit. All right? And in the meantime, you're getting a great workout. A lot of times, especially when you're doing your kicks, tighten that abdomen. All right? Do the kicks, tighten it. What a workout. It's like doing sit-ups. All right? It's like doing crunches, getting that core and those abs working. And you're going to find as you do these exercises, or these pumses, your coordination, everything's going to start coming together. All right? Sometimes it's hard. You're going to see me. It's hard to talk to the camera and concentrate to make sure you're seeing exactly, because I have 3 cameras here. And I want to make sure you're seeing how I'm doing it. So that's why I'm watching the camera to make sure that you can see. You don't want to be watching any cameras. You want to go right into it. Every move you make, right? Boom, right? Boom. Every move you make, you want to concentrate on that spot. So don't be looking around the way I'm doing, looking at the cameras. And that's why you're going to see me looking like this and that. You don't do that. You'll go look in the direction that you are going with the pumse. So that's pretty good. That's 15 minutes we just did that. That's how quick that was. But you can watch this over and over on YouTube, Grandmaster Taekwondo, Grandmaster Bob Lemire. Google it, YouTube. You're going to see all my shows. So you'll see this and you'll have it on your phone. Now you'll have Taeyuk Iljan. I have especially Grandmaster Pelletier, who's a regular on this show. He's one of the greatest grandmasters for pumses that I've ever seen. He's got it down. And he studies and studies and studies them, and he always has. I'm going to have him, I'm going to ask him to come on the show, maybe do some pumses, especially some higher ranking so that you can see what a great master and how much different types of moves there are. Right now, these are just basic. And these are just, what I just showed you was just for someone coming in. You know, there's other moves we do before we show you, there's like a lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3. And those are just basic, kind of the same, and then we put you right into Taeyuk Iljan. Okay, that's good for that part of the show. That was very basic and very fast. Second part of the show is not just for Taekwondo, so martial artists, almost anyone who does any kind of physical sport. You're fine when you're young, unless you injure yourself. But as you get older, constant repetition, constant kicks and constant spinning, constant jumping, it gets you in great shape. All right? I still feel like I'm in great shape. Pushing the 70 mark down the road, I still feel like I'm in great shape. I feel like I'm 25 years old some days. Some days I feel like 125, but that's fine. It's all up here. But as you get older, you've kind of worn away. You've done so many jumps, so many kicks. You've kind of worn away a lot of meniscus, or you've got bone on bone. You get all kinds of things. And normally, a lot of times, it's your hips and your knees. Ankles take a beating. My ankles are, some of my ankles are all like a balloon because of injuries over the year. But that's part of the game, any sport. Soccer, basketball, football, baseball, you can always get injured, especially if you're practicing all the time and you're playing all the time. That's part of the game. You try to avoid it. Once you do get injured, or once you start finding, boy, I'm starting to get tight on that knee or whatever, there's some exercises, there's a million of them out there. You can Google them, but this is what works for me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a chiropractor, no type of physician, but I know what works for me over the last 50 years. And now, as I'm getting older, what really works for me. I'm going to show you a couple of these exercises. And what they'll do is they can help alleviate the pain and work the muscles that will help you instead of having meniscus problems or relieve the tension. I needed and I didn't bring one, I needed a towel, something bigger than this. This is round, but we're going to use this as a prop. Something round. If you don't have anything at all, you can use your fist, all right? And what we're going to do is sit down. You just sit in your chair. You take that towel, nice, maybe bigger than this, but doesn't have to be, and you put it right under your knee, all right? Way up under your knee, all right? And what you do is you pull in. Now, sometimes I'll hear a little pop, a little crack, but what it's doing is it's by pulling this in this way, all right, and hold it for like 30 seconds if you can. You're relieving the pressure up here. I'll go home some days and if I'm on my feet, 8 to 10 hours a day, my knees are sore. I mean, really sore. I'll do these exercises and I swear within a couple of minutes, the pain is gone. All right? So I know that they're working and it helps. And you always do both sides. Do your right and do your left. Everything we do, always yin and yang. All right? Way up underneath, grab and pull. It's going to kind of pull this out, not out of the socket, but it's going to pull it away a little because you're stretching. Right? Now you're not only pulling it out, you are stretching the muscles. Pull back. Now, do that for 30 seconds. Another exercise to build up and help build up muscles. As you're doing this, right, I just got a pop there. I went like this, and I heard, so it's working. You twist your foot clockwise, counterclockwise. All right, I just hit up, fella. I could feel it moving by doing this. What it's doing is your muscles are working up here, and they're actually working to help you relieve that stress. All right? Excellent, excellent exercise. And anyone who's any knee problems, try it. Even if you have, this is my bad knee, all right? Not that it's a bad knee, but it's, and I wear this brace all the time. They sell so many good braces. And if I'm on my feet for 8 to 10 hours a day sometimes, or if I'm working out, I'll put this on just for added stability. Now, a lot of people will argue, well, you do that, then you're not using your muscle. Don't worry, I'm using my muscle. I'm using my muscles a little too much. A lot of people don't like any kind of paraphernalia to stabilize while they're working out. I'm just the opposite. I'll use anything that's going to help me so I can work out. All right, so this is a good one, and I use a rolled towel, which will be a little bigger than this. If you have nothing, take your arm or your hand, put it under here. Not as comfortable, all right? And it could be a pillow. It could be anything that's going to come in between your leg, and you're going to pull. So it's going to kind of pull your leg. See, you can almost understand what I'm saying. It's going to pull that out, all right? And it's going to relieve the stress that you got bone on bone or you got everything's tight. Another exercise, just come up this way. You're sitting in a chair. Now, this is great. You're sitting in a chair at home or at work, and you're doing your stuff or whatever you're doing, and you're doing this exercise, all right? You're doing exercise like this, and all you're doing is lifting all right? You're working all these muscles. If you can work the muscles around your knees, or everything that's connected, and they're strong, then it's going to help with strong knees, all right? This way, look at what I'm doing is I'm trying to get every angle. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm not doing as many reps as I would normally would. I would do good 2 or 3 sets of 15, all right? All right? These are just sitting down, all right? Bring your leg up like this. Try to stretch this, all right? Now, if you feel pain, go slow. Don't go any farther than, you don't want to hurt yourself doing this. Both sides, all right? Bring your legs up this way, all right? And twist. Just twist your knees or twist your feet, and it'll work your knees. All right? What it's doing is, and the more you can twist those feet, the more pressure you're going to feel around here. That's working those muscles. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful exercises. I love them. You can Google any doctors, and there's 8 trillion things on that phone of yours, and I love it because what I find that I like, and a lot of times I'll go, I've been doing that for a while. You find stuff that you like. Some stuff you go, no, I don't think that's what I want to do. Do basic exercises. You're watching TV for a couple hours. You're on your phone for a couple hours. Bring that foot up. You're playing on your phone. You're on your phone. You're watching TV. And I always say watching TV because, boy, if we ain't on our phone watching TV for our leisure at night, but you're there. Deep massages where the area might hurt. You got meniscus on both sides here. If you can feel, you know where you got a little pain, you give it a deep massage. People pay big money for massage therapists, and they know what they're doing. You don't have to on the knee. You can do it yourself. You're watching TV. You're watching your phone. You're watching both. All right? Do this. Dig those fingers. Dig the thumb into the muscle area. All right? Do that for as long as you want. Try to get it at least good 5 minutes. Not only are you going to feel so good when you're done with that, you're going to get a workout in your hand, all right, or your whole forearm, all right, and your muscles in everything's getting a workout, all right, and you're getting a deep massage. You should pay yourself for that deep massage, all right. Both legs, all right. I know you can't hold your phone and do both, so you have to swap and do the other leg. And don't be shy about doing a lot of repetitions, all right. Good exercise also, if you're standing up, I can, they like you going up against a wall. You're leaning up against a wall. So say this was a wall. I won't go back there. That's just a curtain. I'll go right flying. Say this is a big wall, and I'm leaning up against it. I can do it without it, all right? And that's just, all right? How easy is this? Look at it. Pick up your feet. They want you by a wall so you don't fall back. I'm not going to fall back. But if I was up against the wall, put my hands back here, I can, look at it. It's kind of an awkward exercise. But as you do this exercise, you're going to feel the muscle work all the way up your leg. And how easy is that? Then you're going to get some good muscle leg tone. I at least, if you could do it every day, fine. But at least 3 to 5 times a week, spend a good 15 minutes, especially if you're into any sport and you know your knees are taking a beating. Football, crazy. Basketball, people don't realize they're jumping in the air, landing, and they're landing on their opponent's ankle or their sneaker, and they're twisting their knees. They're twisting everything. When you're doing a lot of these exercises, you're actually helping your ankles also. Anything that has to do with the muscles in your leg is helping your ankles and your feet, your knees, and coming up here into your hips. So Taekwondo is high kicks. You're coming up with the high kicks, and you're throwing, snapping. You want to kick as hard as you can. But when you do that, you're constantly adding friction to your joints. If you really do things right and you watch yourself, you can get away with it for a long time. As you can see, I'm living proof. All right? I plan on training right up till, 95 if I can live to 95. Just keep training. Going to slow down. You're going to slow down. You're going to age. That's just part of the deal. But we can slow the age process down, or doctor bills, or go to a massage. You do it yourself. Give yourself a deep massage. Both hands, just rub those muscles. That'll build muscle also. And what it does is it gets the blood flowing around the area, which will promote all kinds of healing, and it gets the juices in your body flowing. And if we do a lot of sitting at a desk, and we do typing or whatever, you gotta get up and you gotta move around. And you could do that in your office, you could do that in your bedroom, whatever. And this exercise right here. All right. I like this exercise very lightly. Right. This is what we call inner hip stretch, and what it does is it really loosens up the knees. Right? Plus, you're lifting your leg, you're getting a whole workout. Everything I do is a workout. You can see that. So it's I don't know if everybody if you're young, you won't remember Jack LaLanne. He had a chair, and that was it. And he was on TV, Channel 5, whatever. There was only 3 stations then. And you'd watch him every morning, and he would do nothing but these type of exercises and bend and stretch, breathe in deep. He was phenomenal. And he would swim the English Channel at every birthday, 85 to 90, with that many boats, 85 boats behind him, rowboats, and he'd swim. That's phenomenal. So a guy like that, you say, wait a minute, if he can do that, I can do maybe half, all right? But you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. It doesn't have to be crazy movement. That's why you can watch this show. Come on, you can watch any of the shows we have. We have hundreds of them. You can learn the whole art in your bedroom, okay? I'm a very firm believer of the medical science, the rubs, and now, especially in Massachusetts, legal THC rubs with CBD oils. Boy, do they work. And they're not harmful for your body. They're good for your body. And it's just a rub. You put it on there. Within seconds, pain is gone. All right? It just seeps right into your knees. And I can't. And they sell a lot of things at the drugstores and stuff. You know, back in the day it was like the Ben Gay and stuff. But they've come a lot higher right now. And if you're in a lot of pain, anything, shoulders, arms, check out these rubs. Do your homework. You don't have to do much homework. All you do is click a couple of things. Back in the day, we had to go to the library to look at an encyclopedia or something. I don't know. Today, bingo. This is all you're doing with your thumb. Oh, yeah, Google this. Google what you want to know. If you think you have a question in your mind, Google it. And say, hey, he's right. I see this exercise. Look, he did this the other day. There's millions of them. Find the ones that you want, and you can be your own therapist. You can be your own chiropractor in a way. I'm not going to say you can be your own doctor, all right? Because if you're really hurting, you're hurting. But you can really build up that area. Quick half hour, that's all the time we have. Hope you enjoyed the show. Till next time, have fun, train hard.